even though I probably should have finished it earlier. I wasn't ready for it. Yeah, so. Actually, a bunch of sleeves. Bunch of. Is that it? No, I got. Can't think. Haha, I got this too. What do I have to put this together? Haha. That's it. That would work. That would look cool. I think I'm just gonna do it that way. Yeah, that'll work. Problem solved. This one took way less time. This one took 2 hours. I'm not spending 2 hours and he more on just not again. I mean, I could just cut it in half, but I don't know. I just like the way it looks already, so I'm just gonna keep it that way. Hello, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you like and subscribe, it will mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. Anyway, I'm not spending more time on this when I feel like. So. Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. This opportunity here to do something. Let's see. Yeah, I have a plan for this. So happy I got the sleeve done. First sleeve. Second sleeve. Hello, how are you? I'm just gonna call you Dixon. How are you, Dixon? Oh, shit. Okay. I don't know what I want to do next. Everyone, the people are here and they're watching, and I don't know if I want to. I'm glad to hear that. That's great. I got the sleeves done, so I'm happy. Took me all day to do. Well, not really. It took me an hour and 30 minutes to get those sleeves. 2 hours and 30 minutes to get those sleeves done. I think that's what it was. Oh shoot. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's it for me. I'm gonna make the back tomorrow for sure. But I just wanted to get the sleeve done really badly. Oh, I'm constructing a blazer like that, or like that. I don't know, it's really hard to tell on the rack, and it's right here. I'll move it. Like something like this. This one's for sale. Actually, everything on this rack's for sale, including the t-shirts right there in the bottom. But yeah, like a blazer. This one's gonna have the one I'm making is gonna have the lining, has a zipper like that. I make hoodies as well. They seem to be the most popular thing they always sell. So like stuff like this. So I construct a whole bunch of different things. And t-shirts, I have t-shirts as well. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, if you ever want to, if you ever see something that you like, I mean, so my blazers are $300, which is a lot of, I don't know. I think that's a fair price for. And then my hoodies are $250. I'm trying to always like. I don't know. I'm tired because I this first sleeve I made today took 2 hours. It took way too long to make. So yeah. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah, thank you. A lot of people do. Well, yeah, my stuff is very uniquely my own. It's based off of. So I live in a Korean American family. It's based off of a garment called the hanbok. I don't know if you know what hanbok is or not. And yeah, I got permission to like remake it into like a more westernized garment from my chosen family that's Koreans. So they said, yeah, you can do that. So I've been cutting and sewing my own version of it since I started over. This was 8 months ago. I made like 30 of them. I made 30 of them for sale. I think like a couple of them sold. I should say a few of them sold, but not. I haven't sold out or anything, so I don't know. Like no one knows about it, you know. So that's like the thing that's in comparison to. I mean, everything's for sale in the link of my bio. You can find my Depop, but here I'll just show you. where it is. So like I don't know if you know what Depop is, but I just use it because it's just easier than having my own website. Same name as all these garments on the rack are for sale. So you know, I don't know. I didn't hang up the shirts yet. I don't know why. I just hung up my big garments. It took me a longer time than the t-shirts. But yeah, I don't know. That's the stuff that I do. You know. Oh, I'm tired. I need to. The blazer I'm making now. I just finished the sleeve. I usually don't do the sleeves first, but I was thinking of this idea for the sleeves that I want to do for a while, and I finally just went and did it, and it took me over an hour, and it took me 2.5 hours to finish just the sleeves, and that's not normal for me. Usually it takes me a lot less time, but like this one time it finally this one time in my life where it finally took where, where it's maddening. This stuff's maddening how much it takes, how much time it takes sometimes. But you know, that's like the stuff that I do. I don't know. Maybe I'll just think about what the back's gonna look like because I'm here. Might as well just not give up. People are watching. Anyways. Yeah, something like that. All this stuff makes me make it look different and weird. I don't know. I don't like to make like fashion that you would see in some billionaire brand or something. But I don't like that. So, you know. People who don't sew don't understand. Yeah, I mean, yeah, do you sew? Well, it's not even just sew, it's just like I don't know, there's a lot of work into it. I mean, obviously you can go my live streams, back watch everything that I've done for the past 8 months. I was so burnt out at the end. But yeah, like everything, you know, is owned and ran by billionaires. So, and people that, and there are people out there that are just obsessed with Dior for some reason. I don't know why. Why? When the people who buy Dior don't care about you at all. They don't care about poor people. They don't even want you to have it. That's why it's so hard to find in the thrift stores. They throw it away once they're done with it. They don't keep it for you. They don't have hand-me-downs for rich people. It doesn't exist. I don't know why people are like so obsessed with these billionaire brands. Like, oh, look at me, like any, but like, I don't know. Like the only way they only care is like maybe not in the United States. Like from my understanding, they go to Europe to get Dior, and they go to. I'm just giving an example. They go to Europe or they go to Asia because they actually care over there. In the United States, no, they don't care. It's pretty much an American brand at this point. I mean, look at the inauguration. Look at what garments they're wearing. I do so not great, but good. You're absolutely correct. I mean, you know, I've done it for 3 years. I took classes. That's the only way I was able to do it so well. If I didn't take those classes, you know, I wouldn't be able to sew as well as I sew or construct garments. So, you know, like I don't know. I would recommend always take classes from someone that knows more than you, because I certainly don't like teaching people, which is why this isn't a teaching class, right? So like you can I'll answer your questions, but if you don't understand, go get a teacher. because I'm very particular on my stuff. So yeah, don't. But yeah, I just don't get why people love those like big fashion brands, billionaires that billionaires wear. They don't care about you. Personally, I mean, I don't know. I'm like, not to get political or anything, but like, well, no president really cares about the people, but especially the president right now don't give a damn about anyone but billionaires. So all these people are obsessing over this. It's like it's all like the same people that will tell you how much they hate the current president will also say how much they love billionaire fashion brands. So I'm all like, okay, so who are you and what are you actually looking for and what do you really want in this life? If you're also obsessing over the same things that they have on a daily basis and throw away once they're done with it. So, you know, I personally look at that and I just think how stupid they are. And they have no brain cells that are up in their brain. And once they do get brain cells, it's too late because, you know, they're already they care about the Dior more than the actual. And this is just anybody. Because I remember going to fashion stores and just how they're obsessing over Prada and just how cool Prada was and how important it was and how you need to wear it to look a certain way. And I don't get it. I think it's dumb. I saw someone in Prada and I was just like, this is the stupidest thing ever. This person's so out of touch with reality, they don't know anything about poverty or poor people. So I don't know. Like, I didn't think they were cool. I'm just gonna say that right now. I thought they were stupid, boring, and uninteresting. Yeah, you know. Ah, shoot. Did it break a needle? Yeah, that's what I. Luckily, I finally bought new needles. I knew that was gonna happen eventually. But yeah, I don't get this like obsession with like these big fashion brands and saying how like necessary it is for you to own something from it because of, like if you don't own it, you're not cool or you're not this or you're not that. I'm looking at it just like, oh, I accidentally sold a dart. I'm just looking at it as like, I don't know, a scam, I guess you could say. Like, because the middle class really wants those things because they think it's just normal for rich people. So they want to act like they're beyond that, which they're not. Because I mean, I wish I was. I'm not even middle class. I'm like way below that. So I'm just from the outside looking in. Because when I started this 3 years ago, I knew nothing about fashion, and then I realized just how like 1% based it is, and how people just want to act like they're superior because they wear something that the rich people wear, which they also will say eat the rich at the same time, but they want to wear Dior. I don't get it. I come from humble beginnings, and I agree. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just don't get it. Like these Gen Z kids are supposed to be like young and like I'm not Gen Z, I'm millennial, right? So like I'm old. So in comparison, so like these Gen kids, I was supposed to hear these Gen Z kids are supposed to be like so progressive and so like out there, but then they're fighting over Dior. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. Why are you fighting over Dior? What is the sensibility there of you fighting over something that's not even necessary? 90, I'm gonna do 80. Don't make no sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. These kids are just, I don't know if they're dumb, or if they're just too smart for their own good, or they're just too exposed to TikTok, or if they just like think that, you know, the new flashy thing's the cool thing, or they're going to spend $4,000 on something that someone else that another person who has that their every day of their life are just going to throw it away. Oh, you're a millennial? Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't get it, but I'm glad that you and I are on the same page here. That makes it better to understand that we're not the only ones that are the same that think similar. I mean, what do I do? I'm a broke fashion designer that just cuts and sews garments for escapism from the world. So like this is just me gathering information and just spouting it back into the world. So like, what do I know? But I'm also one of those people going to Michelin star restaurants every day, pretending that I don't have a team and there's everything. I only have a part-time pattern maker that comes in once in a while. That's all. I don't have like a full team or anything like that. So nothing fancy going on here. Would be great though, but not affordable right now. I have to ride my bike to my pattern maker's house. That's like, okay. Oh, hey James, how are you? Glad that you stopped by. It's been forever. Hope you're doing well and all that. What are my? What's my stuff? Okay, how I got that back. Let's see. Okay, no, wait, no, right. I searched it. I just need to go back and. What am I looking for again? Oh yeah, Happy Veterans Day, by the way, or whatever today is. I don't know. Memorial Day. Thanks for serving in this country. I do appreciate that, James. Forgot to mention that earlier. I forgot today was a holiday. I don't pay attention to what day it is half the damn time. You're welcome. You're welcome. shoot, damn! I just replaced that needle and it already broke. All right. Oh. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened here. Yeah. Oh, I should have replaced both needles. All right. Well, now they both broke. Oh god. Oh no. I just replaced the needle. What you? I'm making a blazer. So you saw the sleeves. I finished the sleeve. Now I'm making this. Now I'm making the back of the garment. It's just when I was at the pop up, this nice lady who was a creative director for some major billionaire family brand in like Texas, like the toil, like some oil tycoon family started a fashion brand. Billionaire stuff, right? Something that I don't understand because whatever. Anyways, so apparently she was the art director for that brand, and I don't know. She liked my work, and she's like, "I want to give you fabric. I want you to make something. I want to give you." And I was like, "Okay, okay." You can give. So she gave me all these garments, and because of her kindness, I just wanted to make something out of it as soon as I could. Um, so that's what I'm working on, which is crazy to experience that. I know, yeah. I know it's crazy, isn't it? Like 1 second you're just trying to survive, and the next second you're working with someone that worked with billionaires, and it's all like, hey, I know it is. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. It means a lot to me. It is really crazy. Like it was just so random. Like she was just sitting there. Like I think she was. I think she's working for. I don't know the full story. I didn't ask everyone. I didn't talk to everyone. I was there. But there was a lot of downtime, so I talked to a lot of different people. But I don't know what she was doing. I guess she was like her friends. I guess her friend like made jewelry or something, and I didn't talk to her, but I talked to the one I was talking about, and she was just there like I don't know whatever. I don't know her job for a friend. I never asked, but she just randomly went on this like, I did this and I did that, and like I want to give you stuff, and I want you to make something out of my clothing. I was going to donate it anyways, and so this is it. This is what I'm making. Um, may it be wrong, may it be right, may it be good, may it be bad. I don't know. you know, just making it anyways. Let's hope. You know, she likes it or not. At the end of the day, like I have to make it. So if she already liked my work, she may like what I come up with. This isn't fabric I would normally work with too, because this is like super conservative fabric. Like I should say garments, like button-up shirts, and like woman like this is like LA conservative too. Like, well, I mean, I work with pants that are like stretchy and like woman. Like I've worked with that kind of fabric, but I don't know how to explain it. But anyways, I'm grateful. Tell her to support you and buy something. I know. She may buy this garment. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I mean, she did support me. She gave me fabric, so and she is a stylist, so maybe one of her clients may want the garment that I make. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I may get some kind of business. You know, at the end of the day, free fabric is just as good as anything else, right? Because I'm not gonna like force anyone to buy something if they don't want to buy something. Like that's wrong. Well, maybe her client may want the garment or something. I don't know. At the end of the day, you know, I'm just making it because I want to. For sure, just crazy life changing opportunity sometimes. Yeah, I mean, especially if, yeah, you're right. Especially if she can, like, find me the right client, or maybe, like, you know, or something like that. I mean, because she's famous, or she's like known in the industry, so like they know her. I guess. I mean, I assume they know her. At least they knew her at one point. Working in that. I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works, but I'm sure she knows a lot of people in the fashion industry and stuff like that. She's a nice lady. I don't know why she liked my work so much. I, I, yeah. But anyway, so this is the garment that I'm making. I don't know why I feel compelled to make it so soon. Someone wear one of your things like that, and bam. I know, right? Someone like very famous or something. Like, I'm thinking of like someone like super, like, I don't know who would be that person. I'm not gonna say Kanye. Someone that's, I hate Kanye. I don't. Well, Kanye's a bigot, so I've got a problem with him. Like old Kanye, yeah, that was way better than like when he sold the swastika on the T-shirt. And yeah, that, no, thank you. I don't want that Kanye. That Kanye version, bad Kanye. But you know what I mean. Yeah, potentially could be. She could potentially could like know someone in the, like, I'm sure she still has connections, especially if she's a stylist. So she's a personal buyer for people. You know what I mean? So maybe there's someone that she knows that may want one of these garments that I make and buy it off me and then wear it on the red carpet or whatever the hell rich LA celebrity people do, which is a life that I couldn't even fathom. And then, like you said, yeah, someone sees it, and then all the rich celebrities want one, and then they want one for the Met Gala or whatever, and then I make one for the Met. Oh God, be at the Met Gala, be making garment for the Met Gala. That'd be insane. Those people want. I don't know though. I don't know if, like, I don't have a team of people. My stuff's not polished as it could be because but it's just me. I only could do so much. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do all that work. I was fined. Say, I was fined. I mean, yeah, Jaden Smith. Thank you. Yeah. Let's say Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith is a much better option. No offense. Kanye's a little bit out there for me, to be honest. If I'm saying, if he didn't do, like, I feel bad for him. I know he has mental illness, and like I know a lot of Kanye fans, and I tend not to get along with Kanye fans because, like, I just can't get along with someone that's selling, that's like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, I get it, he's a contrarian, and I understand that he wants to be different, and he just does it for like whatever, like he just does it because he wants to or whatever, and I'm like fine with that because I do a lot of contrarian things that I want to, but also, like, I don't know, it's, you know a little bit overboard for me. Not my style, not his style. Uh, I think you understand what I mean, James, by that. Like, it's not at a, there's no malice here. It's just, yeah, someone, yeah, no. I mean, I'm, I know, Don C, one of his good friends, or old good friend. I don't know if they're friends anymore. I think they're still friends, but they're always busy all the time. Like, he owns his own shop in Chicago. He's the one that started RSVP Gallery with Virgil Abloh and stuff like that. And like, there's Kanye fans in my city everywhere. But like, I don't know. Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think if he had some peace and just like got, and just like people, if he just became ignorable, like literally, like, or like if he just said those things like in private and say it in public, like, I feel bad for him. His mom's dead.
mental illness and all that. But like I don't know, like when you're spreading hate and stuff like that, and bigotry, I kind of have a problem with that personally. But because if he has, if he's such a big following, such a big platform, and like, people listen to him like gospel, literally, as they call him, he calls himself a god. And I feel, in a way, I feel like he should, use that for good, not for evil. I guess that's what I'm trying to. I guess even if it's just for, I don't know. I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist or anything. So I mean, I just feel bad for him. That's it. At the end of the day. So okay. Now that I got that fixed. Yeah, Jaden Smith would be great though. Jaden Smith is not spreading bigotry and stuff like that. I think he owns his own fashion brand too. I think it'd be great to collaborate with Jaden Smith one day. That'd be fun. I mean, of course, he's a celebrity, so he could sell all of his stuff. It doesn't matter if he sells stuff or anything. He can just have it if he wants to. He has the money for it. Oh no. No, wait. Oh, I see what I did wrong. I'll fix this. Oh no, you're not breaking on me again. But yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm making this garment. I'm making it for. I'm just wondering where it'll take me. If it'll take me anywhere. If it doesn't take me anywhere, at least like made it. At least I got free fabric. So, you know. But yeah, working with someone like that it's like a crazy experience, or just even like having someone that's like, that like works in the industry and sees something in you that you don't see in yourself is a nice feeling, you know. I was just, I was just sitting there. You guys didn't see that. I was just sitting there, and she was just like, "Hey," and I said hello. Or actually, I said hello first, right? But yeah. A little recognition always feels nice, doesn't it? Like for anything, from anybody. You know what I mean? It always feels good. I'm not saying like to like praise you and be like you're the best thing ever. No one's better than you. But like, it feels nice to be noticed sometimes, once in a while, especially someone that has been in the industry. Like, it always feels a little bit nice to be like, hey, like, I noticed you, I see you, keep on doing it. Always feels nice. I don't know why people like it's like a narcissistic thing to say that or anything. Recognition feels good. I mean, we all want to be seen. We're human, right? So, are you seen by someone at least? Ah, shoot, forgot my scissors. For sure. Yeah, it really is a nice pat on the back. I mean, and it's not like when the person tells you give yourself a pat on the back. Like, I just hate when people say that. It always feels so like good job. You should put your you should pat your back for that and stuff like that. It feels like I hate when people say that. I want to slap them in the face. But like when they just say like when they just acknowledge you and say, "Hey, that's great. Keep up the good work." Keep up like and they tell you to like pat yourself on the back for like the work that you did. Like No, thank you. Like, I gotta just shut the fuck up. Excuse my language, but you know what I mean. Like, anybody ever tells you to pat yourself on the back for what you did, they don't like you, and they never liked you. In my opinion, at least. I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrong, but it always feels very snarky to say that to someone. In my opinion. Oh, that's what's wrong. Your machine is so sweet. Yeah. Well, it took me a long time. Like, it wasn't. So when I first got it, I had to get it repaired because the original shop that I bought it from, didn't set it up right. So I had to pay $200 extra to get it repaired. But I learned a lot with that $200 that I paid the repair person. But also the same thing is that, like, when it wasn't like when I first learned how to use it, too, even after it was repaired, I still didn't know how to use it right. So like it wasn't this smooth originally. If you go watch my old videos, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So you can watch someone like when I first got this machine and all that. It was never this smooth. This is just all year. This is just years of repetition, learning how to control the thing properly. Must be Bob. Must be going up there. Okay, let's see. I don't know, but in my opinion, like if anybody just starts making something, anything, and has a vision, there's always going to be someone that sees it and likes it at first. And they're going to be the uncommon ones. Don't matter, even if your stuff isn't that well made. You know, someone's gonna see it and want it and buy it and purchase it. You know what I mean? It may be made in a factory. You may make it. I don't know. You may not have the skill level yet to make it, but someone's gonna see it, want it, and buy it. So you know that's just the reality. And eventually, hopefully, your stuff gets better. I've seen people that have just peaked and haven't got any better since they started, which is sad because they think that they're the greatest ever and stuff like that. So, I mean, at least that they put out that image and they say that they are. But I think that maybe they're insecure or something. You can tell when work just hasn't gotten better or hasn't changed or hasn't like I don't know how do I explain it. You have to like be on my level and understanding to like see growth in people or not. And there's some people that just they become famous and they stop growing, and it happens. It's kind of sad actually. Another question: will that happen to me? And I don't know. I know myself well enough to say probably not, but that doesn't mean that I could be wrong. Also, that's the wait and see moment, right? As people always say, wait and see. Yeah, you're right. Wait and see, because I don't know. Yeah, so this is fine, but I'm just gonna do this just to gauge. I don't work. Now, come on, done. Come on, done. I was thinking about that for so long, and then I finally did it. No, that's fine because it's all searched together. Where's the thing I'm looking for? Oh yeah, that's one thing. Everyone, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Hope you like and subscribe. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see that message. I'm sorry. Yeah, they really do mess with Kanye's head a lot. I agree with you on that statement. Like he just needs like they just know they can make so much money off of him at this point that they just want him to do whatever so they can just make more money off the controversy because I know he's actually innocent, not actually hurting anyone. It's just his mental illness. So they're actually just it's kind of sickening to think that they use a mental illness on someone to make money off of them. But what am I supposed to do? I can't change that. And it seems like he likes the money that he gets. So whatever pennies they give him in comparison to how much money they actually make from him. So it's a sickening cycle. It needs to change, but I can't change that. Who am I? Nobody. I'm nothing. What am I trying to change? Oh, here it is. This is what I was looking for. Oh, I found it. It accidentally fell. Oh, I got a message on my phone. Well, I better do that. So. I'm gonna add a lining, so it doesn't really matter, but it's just design at this point.
Let's see how this works like that. That'll work. I made two different looking sleeves. I don't know why. I don't think I like the way the first one looked all that well. I mean, it looks nice, but I don't know. I just changed it for some reason, like halfway through. I just changed the type. I also, ran low on fabric, so I couldn't like do it again. uh, I don't know. That's just how I do things here. Nothing's consistent anymore. I'm just tired. Let's see. I would just put this here. Yeah, that'll work. And then put it on the other side. Oh, more than enough fabric to cut out the back. Then you're done. That'll work. My ideas are inconsistently consistent. I don't know what that means, but if I had a team, I'd be able to do it all. What I wanted to. Hello, I'm also cutting my fabric for my own project now. Hey, congratulations! How's it working for you, Sarah? Hope it's going well for you. Okay, I'm just gonna do it this way. You're welcome. You're welcome. Enjoy. What are you making? I'm just like, what do you like to make? I'm making. Oh, you're welcome. I'm making cushions. Now I need to make 10 of them. I have to mix different fabrics and line up the patterns. So it's a little trick. I mean, especially if you're trying. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand 10 that are consistently. I understand. That's hard to do. That's why I like doing one of ones. So they're all look different because I'm lazy.
I don't want to remake the same thing again and again and again and again and again. So yeah. But good luck to doing that. I'm sure it's going to be tricky to make it all consistently the same. I would also have a heart attack too if I did that. I would not be happy. And I have to. Oh yeah, I already read that one. Yeah. And that's upholstery too, so that's a whole different like game. Oh, okay. I will stick around and work with you. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I mean, you're not the only one that does that. James does that too. So it's a lot of people just stick around and hear my thoughts, hear me yelling about billionaires and getting mad at Dior and Prada and whatever people like in the mainstream and just work with me. There's a lot of people. You're not the only one. So yeah, you fit right in. As if you're like, I curse sometimes. So I don't like. I don't want to like if you don't like curse words. But it's not. It's and I yell. That's pretty much about it. I just get passionate about things. Oh, and I make fun of bigots too. But those are like that. That's it. Just want to let you know. Just gonna give you a little heads up. I don't know. No, I don't want. I don't want you to like lie. I don't want. I mean, I don't want to lie to you or anything. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate that for sticking around. It means a lot to me. This is not a kids show. That's what I'm trying to say. This is like, yeah, or a family show. I don't even know what the hell I just made. But I made it, and it exists in this world. It doesn't exist anywhere else. It only exists here. Oh, by the way, I started this because I couldn't get employment. So yeah, this is what I started doing instead. Yes. Well, you could brand if you're unemployed and have a cell phone and machines or whatever you're looking for. I don't know. Oh, that's what I thought was going to happen. Oh, I was right about that. Okay. Tension's off. That's better. Okay. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. I'm just gonna get it done. It's gonna look. It's gonna be lining. It's not gonna matter. It's gonna be lining. It's not gonna matter. It's gonna be lining. It's not gonna matter. I like to make weird things. I don't like to do the billionaire fashion brand perfection, everything team billionaires, whatever, seamstresses, children, seamstresses, whatever they do. No, thank you, not me. Oh shoot, I didn't see that. Nothing I do is perfect. Everything I do is handmade. I don't know, James. You're the reason why. You really. I don't know if you're here or not, but like when you said that to me, you really like clicked it in my head. Like, yeah, you're right. I should put mistakes in it so it does look handmade on purpose. Because like otherwise, then it would just like I can do it perfect. I'll just show you. Like, plays with the third hanging off from too lazy. But anyways, yeah, I so perfect things. Like do everything exactly how it's supposed to look and supposed to be. But I didn't install the buttons, but you get the idea. Well, the buttons would be right here. But I didn't install the buttons, but you get the idea of like perfect dress shirt. But like I didn't want to do that. I want to do whatever this is on purpose. I don't know what this. I don't know what that is. This is a pile of fabric I stitched together. That looks cool. That's the reason why I did it. No other reason. I just don't care about these. Anyways, you know, all these things that I keep on doing. So someone stole the original lining that I had for this garment that I'm making. And should have just stole they stole a tablecloth. Okay, I had a satin table. I ordered a satin tablecloth. It was only like $11, so I'm not really mad at it. So I feel bad for the company. You know they lost money. I mean, they probably didn't lose that much money in comparison, but like they lost money now, and they're an eBay company. So I don't know if there's some like department store or something. I don't know, but like if there is like a small business, they lost $11 and had to send me another one, and that just sucks. You know what I mean? I feel really bad for them. You know, because I don't think they were like some like huge major gigantic billionaire brand just selling satin tablecloths, or maybe they are. I don't know, but you know what I mean. Like when somebody stole it, they sent me another one to replace it. It's kind of sad. If not, hopefully I'll get some lining soon. Otherwise, this garment's gonna take forever to make because I need lining. I designed it with lining in mind. So I I finally had money to spend. So I was like, well, I'll make this garment look as good as it possibly can. So yeah, that was my thinking. Okay. I didn't want to make bulk here at all. Just it naturally went that way. That's how it sewed. That's how it sewed. I'm not gonna cry. Once again, being one person, I don't want to do all the work all the time. So. Ah, shoot. I may have got some things. Yeah, I do. I really do. I stream off my cell phone. I'm just using the YouTube app. I'm not using anything fancy or special. I bought because someone bought a garment. Mason, thank you. I'm one of the moderators here. He's not here very often, but when he's here, he's here. I don't know if he's here, if he's watching or not, but I think it's that's his name for sure. Yeah, but anyway, so I bought I bought a lav mic. So I use this little lav mic when I'm streaming now to have better audio. I don't even know if you guys can hear the audio. To have better audio whenever I'm live streaming for all of you. That's why it's on portrait mode. That's why it's right on YouTube. Whatever shorts where you find me, I guess. It's literally just like I was before this. I was filming all my projects. You can go back and watch them. I actually have some of them filmed, and I actually just like upload them as VODs. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So I had to get a new battery. I'm taking a break second. Sorry, I'm just a little bit tired. So I had to get a new battery for the cell phone that I'm using because it's an iPhone 11 and the battery is like 5-6 years old or something, or oh my, almost 6 years old I think because it was 2019 when I got the cell phone. I think right before the pandemic. I can't say that word because otherwise the video get like demonetized or I'm not monetized, but you know what I mean. So like, or it will get you won't be able to find it because YouTube still censors that stuff. But anyways, so yeah, that's like the thing. Like, I just started. I was just all like one day. I applied for a job. I did the training. I didn't get the job. The guy didn't even call me back. So like, I was just like I had nothing to do. So then I told my sister, my chosen sister, to be more specific. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna start live streaming." She said, "Okay, great." So this is just me, what I've been doing for the past like 8 months or whatever. Like, or it should say 7 months. I started this clothing line, this specific clothing line, this Hanbok clothing line in October because that's when I finally had some money, which was only like $200, but that $200 made this whole line, or like $300 made this whole line that I had because my pattern maker didn't charge that much money for patterns to make them. So I was like, "Hey, I want this, this, and this." She's like, "Okay, good deal. Here's it's gonna cost this much money." I was like, "Okay, great." So then I made all my money back on the patterns because people wanted to buy them. Uh, yeah. So like, but like, I'm not making a profit or anything really. And then I went through all this work, and you found me, and well, Verena found me, and Bavaria first, and then you, James, and then Mason, and I had some other people that are from Instagram that started to join in, like Subi. She's great. Thank you so much. You should check out her dresses. They're amazing. And then I just and this is like where I am now. Like I went to the pop up. I met some great people. At the end of the day, it was like a glorified swap meet. It wasn't really like a real pop up. No one really showed up. So I got to talk to a lot of the vendors. Very nice people. I mean, I think that there's a bubble for vintage clothing, and I feel like they need to either evolve or do something else because I don't think it's just like just like I saw with sneakers, it died. You think it would never die because it's worth $1 billion, and then it dies, and then someone eats it all up, and then you move on to the next trend, you move on to the next thing. That's why I think it's best like what you do, James. Like actually have like clothing that stands out from the rest of the in some way, in some form, stands out from the rest of the vendors. But anyway, so I didn't know about any of this vintage selling or vintage vendors or anything when I started 3 years ago. I just like, I mean, they were on Instagram and I saw them and I didn't realize they were making like thousands of dollars a week or whatever, like every weekend or whatever, like, cause I'm here, I'm like barely, I probably like in 3 years, I haven't barely made as much money as any of you ever have. Because like, who the hell wants to buy handmade clothing, right? Like, especially from an unknown person. But I just stuck with it. I got so obsessed with the classes, I don't even care. Like, I just love the escapism. I just love making something that doesn't exist. May it be consistently done or inconsistently done, right? Like, may the one sleeve look different from the rest, and I like to do stuff like that. I don't know why, or like I like the back to look different from like all. It's like cohesive, but like not. Like I don't like doing things consistently. I like to do things consistently inconsistent. That would probably be the best way to describe it. But always put quality first. Is like, because I was taught that. But obviously, if I had a team, everything would look way more polished. But yeah, that's like where it all started for me. Like I was just like, so 20. I would just turn 25. I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. I had no clue what I. Reselling isn't going anywhere, that's for sure. Just super saturated right now. I like what you said, something about rebranding. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I noticed that because like I couldn't like I don't mean to offend anyone here. I'm happy that you're all making money and everything, but holy crap, it was all the vintage sellers and they were all pretty much the same thing. I couldn't tell the difference. I hate saying that, but like they were all selling like something with with like some like famous '90s rapper or Y2K or maybe and maybe someone was like selling Chanel or like Louis Vuitton. But like how many people are going to go out and buy Chanel or Louis Vuitton? It was like it's just the next step in the clothing world. Go from reselling to making clothes. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Because obviously, billionaires are going to buy up where they're slowly taking over your market now. Look at they bought Depop. They own Poshmark, they own eBay, they own everything. Like they all invest into it. So technically, you're just own. They own. They just invested. They own your stuff, and whenever you get money for selling it, it goes to them. So they literally bought you out. All the people that started all these reselling places online did it so they could sell it to the billionaires, and they sold out to them, and now you're just left with the crumbs. Well, that the creator Depop's now a billionaire. He got like $1.2 billion, I think, for Depop. Well, where does all this stuff go? Well, it goes to the owners of Depop now, and that's like all the investing firms and all the hedge funds that invested into the fund that made that $1 billion to give to him. And just to say, that's the 30 million users. I think by the time that you sold it, or maybe like 25 million. Maybe it was like a little bit lower in 2020 or 2020. I think they sold in like 2023 or 2024. I don't know, but the full deal went through like in 2023, I think, or something. I don't know, but you know what I mean. So they all own you. They all own your stuff. You're just getting the crumbs. They saw it. They saw it was trendy. They saw it was growing. They invested into it. And now you pretty much don't own the stuff you sell anymore. It's owned by them pretty much. You're just the middleman to them. And they don't want you to be the middleman anymore. They want you gone. They want to own all that stuff and resell it themselves. So that's that's gonna be that bubble's gonna pop. Because like it's just, I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's either you start your own clothing brand and you actually make your own clothes, or you go do something else. There's like the only two options that are left. Because at this point, I can't see the difference in any vintage sellers. They're all selling Y2K. They're all selling stuff from the 90s, 80s, whatever. And like it's all just the same stuff again and again and again and again, resold again and again and again and again. And the person who buys it eventually doesn't wear it anymore, and they resell it again. Like eventually, that garment's gonna either just like implode because of just like because it wasn't built that well, it wasn't made to last that long, or it's just gonna go in the trash. So like, I don't know how any of you can make that sustainable. And I hate saying that because I'm not, all of you. I'm just gonna be saying this. All of you make way more money than me. I don't make anything. Like I make, breadcrumbs. Like, I mean, in those 7 months I was cutting and sewing, you saw all the live streams and all the VODs, whatever. You were there for it. I only made like $830, and I'm sure you were making bank in comparison to me, because like, I mean, I know someone that was making, like they just went to a vintage market and they made like $1,200 in a day. I have never made that much money in a day before, ever doing this so far. So like what I'm trying to say is that like you have to have something that can back up when you're building this, because otherwise you'll be homeless. I'm lucky because I have chosen family that takes care of me, so I have a roof over my head and food in my belly. That's the reason why I can do this with the 16 cents in the bank. If I didn't have 16 cents in the bank and I needed money, then I'd be doing the job all the time. But I got very lucky with my situation, so that's why I can like take the L and not make money for a year and just like make garments. But then if they don't sell, then I'm kind of screwed. But also, no one owns me, and I'm the only one that does it. So therefore, I don't have to worry about. Last month has been slowly 1K-ish at markets. Yeah. See, I don't even. I mean, that's good. Like, I wish I even made 1K. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure you have to go around, buy gas, hunt for garments, figure out, know what's selling, know what's trending, know what people want. Stuff like that. And also on top of that, like, why would they go to you when they can go to the next person? Go to the next person. And not in like a bad way, but like like they're like, I couldn't tell the difference between all the vintage markets, all the vintage people. You know what I mean? And not, it's not an offensive thing, but like the only one that I could tell that was different was that one guy who just reworked the vintage into like his own thing, which was like, it looks like he took all the vintage stuff that was every single rack available and literally just like reworked it in his own way, which is like fine if that's what you want to do. I personally prefer a step ahead of that and like doing fully cut and sew and just not like repairing old garments. I mean it's fine. People want to do like you, James, like plus online plus my wife works plus Sylvia. It all works out. I don't need a 9 to 5. Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, I mean, you have children, so you have to take care of them, right? So someone has to stay at home to take care of your kids. So it's not the daycare. You know what I mean? So like like that's good that it works out for you. What I'm saying is that I'm just speaking for like the people that just started. Like they kind of started at the wrong time. Like at this point, if they're buying a course to learn how to do this, they're just being scammed, because it's so saturated. That's all I'm trying to say here. Like, I mean, it's good that your wife has 9 to 5 and everything, and you're taking care. You're taking care of your kids and stuff. But like, I just mean like, I can't tell the difference between vintage sellers. I hate saying that. Uh, it's good that you started your own thing in there, so like you actually something that has something that sticks out, so you can last when after the bubble pops. But like just like everything else is gonna be up there's everyone's in a bubble, and it just feels so saturated right now. And like I just feel bad like for the people that don't want to do something original, because like 15 years ago or 10 to 15 years ago, no one did that. No one did that. So it was like free and people knew what they wanted to buy. So like you were able to like make bank, right? Now it's just all like every booth was a vintage booth. No, just about or candles, right? So it's like, how does the candle maker stick out from the other candle maker? And I mean, that's the same thing with fashion design. Well, there's also a million kids doing fashion design, but what makes mine stand out? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. Excuse my language. They are definitely a year. So like, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I was all like, there's no way that these people are like, surviving in comparison. Because like, even that one lady that did it, I met a lady from Wisconsin that did it 15, that started 15 years ago with her wife, and apparently no one was. She's like, yeah, like we have 15,000 eBay reviews and stuff like that, and like this was just no one, like not no one, but like it was like just about no one was at the bins, no one was looking for stuff, no one was doing stuff. So to learn what you're looking for in pricing and where to find it at the build and inventory, it takes time. Exactly, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like I knew that I just needed to buy fabric, so it didn't really matter. So I knew what I mean. Look at the places in Japan. I don't know if you know anything about Japan, like vintage, curating. But because Japan has to bring everything over from the United States when they do, which is weird. So they curate American items or European items in the shop, and they resell them there to American foreigners, which doesn't make any sense to me. Because like, why would you go all the way to Japan to buy American items? But apparently, it's curated better. So, and every booth keeps getting cheaper. I buy stuff from other people because it is too cheap, and I have the same stuff marked up, so I try to keep the price where I have it. You've seen all my Nike and stuff on it. Yeah, I have. Yeah. I saw it. Congratulations, someone bought something today. I mean, like, I'm saying it works. People buy it, but, like, I don't know. I feel like that's what I mean. That's so saturated, just getting. Like, the next person is just doing it as a hobby and they're bored and and they get paid, like, they get paid a good salary or, like a livable salary, you know, and they live in a place where it's like cheap to live, and they just drive someplace, right? And then they can just sell stuff for cheap. But if you're doing it for a living, then you actually have to raise your prices. So like obviously when I have a team I have to raise my prices, right? When I don't have a team I don't know. So yeah, when I have a team of people I'm gonna have to raise my prices to pay them. But since it's just me right now, I can keep my prices where they are. Japan is crazy vintage market. Japan has all the Levi types, 1, 2, 3 jackets there in Japan. Well, yeah, it's because they buy them up. They buy them up from they curate them. They buy them up from the United States. They ship them over, and then they resell them for a ridiculous price. So like, it's literally just meant for rich people and foreigners. And those same foreigners, the people that travel to Japan, they call themselves poor. They buy a ticket from Japan. They spend thousands of dollars, and they say they're poor. And I'm just all like looking, hey, you do you. I don't think you're in poverty if you're able to do that. I'm not able to do that. So, maybe it's small perspective, right? I look at them like, damn, like you're able to pay rent, do all that, and go to Japan and buy all that stuff. I would say you're pretty rich in comparison to the rest of the world, but I don't know, what the hell do I know? I couldn't afford that. I don't have the money for that. I don't have the money to buy a ticket to Japan. Might as well buy stuff from there. So like my friend Masubi, who has to, who lives there, who lives in Tokyo, she has to go buy like when she goes thrifting, she has to make sure it's all like like the cheaper stuff, not the stuff from Europe. Otherwise, when she goes to this curated shops, you can't afford like like you're paying $18 for like a little tea cloth.
Like, it's stupid. Like, just go to the United States. You already live here. Just go buy one for $1. You don't have to go do that in Japan and ruin the economy. I don't know why this stuff upsets me. I don't even live in Japan, but I think it's because the people call themselves poor. I don't really think. If you find a type 2 Levi or type 3 posted in Instagram, someone sources for Japan is gonna message you. Really? So like, do you sell them to? Do you ever sell any of them to Japan? Have you ever done that? Like, don't they also pay like an extra? Don't they also pay like way more money for it too than like an American as well? Yeah, I appreciate we can have this conversation. By the way, I sell my all my Levi's to a friend from the markets that has a buyer he sources for. Oh, okay. So you have a connection. Do you actually like? Does he give you like a good deal on them, or does he like? Well, I assume if you're friends with him, he gives you a good deal. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I want to call it a glorified swap meet, not a pop up. But the pop up I was at, um, uh, there is someone like the vendors were buying from the vendors, right? One guy I was talking, like my guy that was this guy that was right next to me, he was selling like he sold a big box of hats for $600, especially because Japan has such quality done compared to America. Yeah, well, I mean that's true, but here's the thing: I remember looking at the Levi's that recent Levi's that that they made in Japan because I think Levi's opened up a denim factory or something. I don't know if it's been around forever or not, but like the ones I was looking at, and it was just the denim was just made in Japan. Everything else was cut and sewed in China. So Levi's spent a ridiculous amount of money to get a denim factory in Japan and hire all the right people to run it. Got the cotton from over the world, brought it to Japan, milled it in Japan, and then moved it to move and then put the bolts of fabric in some factory and got some Chinese kids to cut and sew it. Oh, 40% market. Is that good? I don't know if that's good or not. I assume that's like the same thing as that one guy that, sells the hats for $600 and I don't I assume that's good. I assume that he doesn't like assume that's a good 40% market value is good. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know what.
40% market value on that den is. But like, what I'm trying to say is that like, obviously, like I'm against the system of like these things and exploitation, and those kids should be going to school. They shouldn't be making Levi's for people. People don't care. They still buy it up like it's candy. I don't know. It's kind of sad, actually. But, what am I supposed to do? I'm not a billionaire. I can't change the system. Oh, yet, at least. Maybe one day. Better than holding a bunch of clothes for months. I can unload as many as I find to him. I mean, yeah, there you go. If you have a direct, hell yeah. I mean, that's the way I look at it. I mean, I think that's the same thing. Like the same guy that I was next to, I think he did this. He had two teenagers, so he also did the same thing. He just like, I don't know. He was a very nice person, so very nice man. So yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, I would honestly rather like if I even if if I was able to sell these garbage for 40% market value as well, I would totally do that and be like, okay, well, I don't even care, just take them off me and do whatever. I don't burn them as long as I get money. I'm trying to get one of the vintage sellers that I know. I don't think she's here. I don't think she watches my live streams. I text her though. She's a great human being. Trying to get her to like start making her own garments and take classes. She literally lives 10 minutes away from my mentor. So you can literally just walk to the studio. Really trying to get her to like take some classes, take some cut and sew classes and stuff, but I don't know if she's gonna do that. I really hope she does. If I lived 10 minutes away, I would totally do that. I mean, if I could afford it, of course, but I can't. I spent all my money on learning it. 2.5 years. Constantly am I. That actual movies. I also don't know the market value of these things, so I assume that it's good if if you're willing to do it. Anyways, I'm gonna get this back cut out and just go to bed.
Nice. Thanks to everyone that subscribed, by the way. It means a lot to me. Very nice of you all. Okay, just gonna do that. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna cut out the back and then go to bed because I don't know what I want to do next. Hope everyone's having a great night. Hope you had a good long weekend. I think today's a day off, but I could be completely wrong. I don't know how. I don't remember how holidays work. After haven't been to school in a long time, and haven't had a normal job before, so yeah, I don't know. I assume that there is some long weekend, but I could be completely wrong. I've heard there was a long weekend, so for most people that have normal lives, that do normal things in their life. Right, just lining. So this isn't gonna work. Did I screw up on something? Always. Yeah, I did. Okay. So redo it all. I'm not redo it all. I have to. That works. That works. That works. That fits. That fits. That fits. That does not fit here. That's going to be a problem with the lining. If there was no lining, this wouldn't be a problem, but it's going to be lining. I have to make sure it's perfect. Okay. At least that makes sure that's perfect as it could be. So I'm going to have to cut. I know what to do. Luckily, I have all this extra fabric, anyways. Perfect. That'll work just fine. That'll fit the pattern. Exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, great. Oh, thank God. Got that. Who was this? Just complaining? Yeah, that's what I thought. No, I'm just going to put it here. Oh, just got a notification on my cell phone, a Gmail notification. Yeah, I know. That's never gonna happen. But anyways. Anyways, if this garment does end up going to Kanye, I'm gonna laugh my ass off somehow in some way. I wouldn't personally care because like at that point, I'm just baking them. People and stylists are buying them. So like like if it happens, it happens, right? But like I personally wouldn't give him anything. Uh, I'd rather give it to Jaden Smith if I was going to give it to anybody. For example. Even Will Smith. I who I'd really wanted to give it to is Kendrick. I would love Kendrick wearing this. That would make my day. But whatever, it's fine. Even if it goes to nobody and nobody buys it, I'm just happy that I made it. That's all I care about. The journey of making a garment with everyone watching that wanted to watch, and the happiness of that. That's what matters. And the nice conversations I had in between. can see the. Oh, thanks. You're welcome.
I don't know why you said thanks, but
I mean, you know, who doesn't love Kendrick, right? Well, I shouldn't say obviously, you know who hates Kendrick, but you know, but like, I don't think that person that hates Kendrick like is very valuable to listen to sometimes. So you know, I also don't listen to Drake, so you know, yeah. I don't know what I said. I'm sorry, James. I'm just speaking out loud at this point. I think at this point, you always expect the unexpected from me, like in every sense of the way. Like I just say random autistic things all the time. So like, yeah. Not to get political. Okay, no, I'm gonna iron this again. Be iron again. Celebrities are funny. I don't get them. Like I just don't like celebrity culture. I never understood it. I didn't understand like I mean I had someone take a photo with me, and I just felt weird and awkward. Like I mean I like the person. Don't get me wrong, but like I couldn't imagine having having like 1,000 people want to take a photo with you. That would just be so upsetting, in my opinion. Like I want to be left in peace. I'd go crazy too. I'd start saying weird things. People are that hyped over me. Leave me alone. I'm gonna start saying crazy things. So, you know what I mean. So you know, mentally ill or not, who cares? I, that would not be a fun time for me. I don't like people that much. I stay inside all day. I'd be a boiled noodle. And they'd be the hot water, and I just yeah. Wait, wait. Yeah, is this way? Okay. Okay. This is it. This is the back. This is what it's going to look like. I ain't changing it. This is for no one. I don't know this garment's gonna end up. I don't know it's gonna be my worst garment, my best garment, a really good garment. Is it gonna be a garment? It's gonna be a garment. It look terrible or not? I don't know. I don't know. But it's gonna exist in this world and uh has weird consistencies with it. I had to, work with what I had, so I couldn't like do it all the same everywhere. And that happens. You know, I can't go out and buy more fabric. I'm too broke for that. So work with what I was given. And yeah, as long as it's not like, oh god, that one guy that said horrible things. My name hasn't. I was edgy when I was younger, so I'm not saying that I'm perfect or anything. I used to be edgy, so and I was manipulated by the system and stuff like that. So like I was no better. That's why I'm not like angry and outraged. But I learned, so See you later. Going to bed. Oh, good night. Good night, James. Sweet dreams to you. I'll see you later. Hope I can't wait to see your new projects and all that. I'm excited for this summer. I'm excited to see what you make. I'm really happy to see that you're making stuff again. It makes me excited for it. It makes me happy that you're gonna stand out from the rest of the sellers and have something of your own. I feel like more people should go your route. Oh, that's the back of it. Did it look bad? Did it look good? I don't know. I worked with what I had. Have I? Whoever stopped, whoever's still here, thanks. I appreciate that. We're doing well. I don't know what else to say. I'm really tired. I don't know if there's any, have any questions or anything. Or I don't know why that's. Everyone's still here, but I don't know what to say. I'm tired. I didn't make the two fronts now. This is the thing that's left. Oh shoot. That's the rack. I didn't hang up the t-shirts yet. I don't know why. Probably should have, but it's too late now. Oh wait. Did I take a photo of it? I did not even take a photo of it yet. My bad. I thought I took a photo of it. Oh, my bad. Not yet. Wrong one. I made this sleeve too. This is the second sleeve I made. Oh, that's what it looks like. Anyways, yeah. So I made two sleeves, and I made a back, and yeah, that was a lot of work. I do. Just right. I do. I can't. I wish. I wish. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna get going. Hope you have a great night. I don't know if you want to start something. Okay, if everyone's gone. Well, we hope you learned something or got some insight or like start something. If you start something on your own, you always have to like figure out how to fund it. That's like the problem, or at least have someone that can fund you. Like, as I mean, keep a roof over your head and, and keep food in your belly, and have like normal things you need like internet, a computer, like just like I do this like with no money, and I just have someone that's like investing in me, and I'm very happy for that, very grateful. But like they don't do everything, obviously. Like, I can't like. What I'm trying to say is that you have to sustain a life. You can't be homeless on the streets doing this. So yeah, that's the problem. That's my problem. Like, I mean, that's the problem that I've solved while starting this. I got so lucky. I got so damn lucky. Anyways, so yeah, uh anyways, I hope. What is what is I mean, anyways, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how I do it. It took me forever to get like here. So yeah, like I have people are making like $1,200. I'm like, damn, I make that in a year. Like, that's just what it is. Anyways, I appreciate it, but thank you.